Um, Christopher, talk about this game. This seemed like it was really a missed opportunity for the team to take over first place in the division and get and sweep the series there. You talk about it had a little disappointing day for you.
Yes, sir. We just came out today, and I don't feel like we've brought the energy we've been bringing all the rest of the games, and just come out. We were dragging around and got it out, and just a little too late when we start swinging the basket. Got a little too late in the game, and just didn't come out and compete today.
Was WKU doing anything special with the pitching today?
No, sir. They came out. They just filled up the zone. They were spotting up all right, but they just came out there. And I feel like they threw some people that was a little bit slower. I mean, maybe we started a little slower pitching, but they just came out. They filled it up a little bit, and we just weren't able to capitalize on it.
Hey, Chris, not to make an excuse or anything like that, but you guys has been playing at such a high level in conference. How hard is it to keep that level of play up every game when you're chasing La Tech? You and La Tech are really going at each other. How hard is that to do?
Yeah, so it's really tough. It's tough to come out every game and give it all your all, and it's just your body starts wearing down. But it's just you got to control your mind of the game, and just go out and just know you got to give everything you got every game.
Anything else? Yeah, Christopher, talk about your home run today. It looks like you got a kind of floated one out there. Just got over the fence there. Talk about that. It was a big moment for you today.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to compete at the plate today, and I had a long at bat going, and I knew he'd missed one over the middle, and he did, and I just I capitalized on missing over the middle.
How do you flush this game and move on to the next weekend?
Just look at how we've been playing lately, and just know that we just keep our confidence up. We're a good team. Just go out there and keep competing every day.
Drew, talk about your stuff tonight. Looked like you was early on, especially. You were really sharp today. Talk about your stuff. What you did, your performance out there today.
Yeah, I felt very, very strong, especially in those first few innings. We're just trusting the fastball, and I kind of got in that fastball rhythm and was just letting it eat, and felt like I could just kind of place it anywhere, and then land the off speed when I needed to. But definitely felt sharp today, especially in those early innings for sure.
How'd you feel going out there for the sixth inning? You were what, 75 pitches going into that sixth inning there. How'd you feel going out there that sixth inning?
I had all the confidence. Coach Oz asked me if I'm good to go back for one more, and I told him for sure. My arm felt good, and then that first batter just kind of got into one a little bit, and then we thought it was best to let the bullpen get out of it, and then. But overall, I felt fine that sixth inning. No different than I had the innings before. So.
What was working for you today? You mentioned the fastball, but what else was working for you today?
Early on, definitely the fastball and spotting that on both sides of the plate. Changeup we kind of used that more sparingly today, and I think we threw more sliders today that were getting those swing and misses here and there. But I mean, overall, it's just the main thing today was spotting up my fastball for sure.
Drew, were you guys aware of what was really on the line today, moving up in first place?
Right. Yeah. We try not to. We don't let any of the outside knowledge or anything affect what we do or how we play, because we're taught to control what we can control. We're focused on the game at hand, and then if we find out we get outside help after the game's over, then great. But we're always focused on what we can control, and it's what we do on that field.
Drew, just after watching 3 games this series, do you feel like WKU came out any different today, their hitters?
I just didn't. Everyone's kind of baseball is just a weird game, and as far as like what looks like is happening, but it doesn't matter like who you're playing. Playing a team 4 times in 3 days, beating them 4 times is tough. So it's really a tribute to what we've been able to do in the past so far this season, and really just capitalize on those later games and get that 3-4 win weekends. But yeah, this is D1 baseball. Anybody can come out on any given day, and we got to make sure that we're always at the top of our game, stay sharp, no matter who the opponent is or how much energy they appear to have on any given day.
Drew, what do you guys have to do to kind of come out every game and play at that top level? What's something that you guys have to do every week to keep doing that?
I think just holding each other accountable is the big thing. We just if we see anybody, our teammates that might seem to be dragging, we just kind of let them know, like, hey, like, let's get the energy up today. Or and I think that's a good culture that we've built on the team this year, as far as just keep holding each other accountable. And no matter what day of the week it is or what game of the series it is, we're always making sure we're keeping each other up and staying at that high level of energy and baseball play.
All right, everybody there?
We're here.
All
Scott,
right.
had to be a kind of a disappointing day today. I mean, you have an opportunity to move up in the standings today, and the guys just didn't get it done.
Yep, nice. You're exactly right. As proud as I am for winning the series, but when you get yourself in a position to sweep a series and you don't do it, and really just didn't compete enough to give you a chance to do it. We did for half a game, but the last half we just kind of just really got beat and beat bad.
It looked like y'all lost a little bit of focus there in the middle part of the game there. Is that what was the view from your say, or was I'm just?
Well, I
what
think I think I'm disappointed in the second inning when we left the bases loaded and only got 2 runs, and one of those was a hit by pitch. We never got the big blow to open it up like they did in the 5th, and I think that was the real key. And of course, we didn't get the stop in the top of the 3rd. The leadoff walk that we thought we were going to get out of. He had a comebacker. Boyd had a comebacker to him and was able to induce the rundown, and we got the out, but it still made it 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. And, their guy did a great job of getting a 2-out hit, and that's what got him back in the game. And poor Sarge leaves the yard to make it 3-2. But, we just did not have any good swings the whole day. There were very few balls that were outs, that were hard outs the entire day.
Well, Scott, talk a little bit about Western Kentucky. I mean, this is a team I don't think anybody was going to want to play if they get into the tournament, because this is a scrappy bunch. They've got some good pieces, some good weapons. This is a pretty good ball club.
Well, I think they're a lot like us, in all honesty. They hang their hat on starting pitching. With that being said, we were able to capitalize on what we were doing well and win 3 of the 4 games versus their starting pitching. But their hitting is very similar to ours. If you look at the numbers, they really stack up with us, and they've got some guys there that have some really good swings that can hurt you. I think prior to this game, we struck out 22 times in the 3 games, with the 11 being yesterday with Etheridge. But I have felt the whole weekend they were tough to strike out outside of what Etheridge kind of started to do from the 5th inning on yesterday. I mean, Boyd got 6 punch outs today, but they really had some good at bats, I felt like, the whole weekend.
Coach, can you talk about the bullpen? Stan, can you mute? Coach, can you talk about the bullpen? Does it feel like it was kind of a indirect result of just having starting pitching go so deep for so many weeks?
Well, I thought it was very similar to the rest of our game. I thought it was very lethargic in what we did. Now, give Wee Hunt some credit. I mean, he had some seeing eye hits that really just got that 5 inning going. That was after the leadoff double that the big kid hit to get the inning started there in the 6th. But Wee Hunt came in and just was the recipient of some tough luck, kind of like what we saw ourselves do to La Tech last weekend in that 12-11 game, where everything kind of went our way. But, outside of that, we just didn't get the stops that we needed. We came back and scored a run to cut it to 3, and then we go back out, we give them a run, make it 8-4. So, we didn't perform well really in any phase.
Coach, you talked right there about had a couple of Texas leaguers fall for them, and the one that hit the bag, I don't think I've ever seen that before. But
Well,
how hard is it?
I saw it last weekend at La Tech. So the same thing happened to them that we had hit. And it's kind of crazy. 2 weeks in a row, I've seen the same thing. Go ahead.
But the question I was at is the kids, how hard is it? Because I was asking, how hard is it to stay focused when you got to play at such a high level when you and La Tech are battling like you are? How hard is it to stay focused and stay on top all the time like that?
Well, I don't think it's hard, but I'm a coach and I'm accountable for what's happening. And obviously I'm under the impression that we go out and play hard and win every game. So I don't think it's hard. What's hard is to fall victim to the trap of winning a series and how everybody hangs their hat on winning a series and the accomplishment of that. And you get kind of sucked in, you take the gas on that, and you forget the opportunity now is to win a series. Prior to this year, winning the series was winning 2 games, not 3 games. 3 games sweeps a series. But this year, under our conference format, 3 wins a series and 4 sweeps a series. So it's hard to beat somebody. We used to say 3 times. Now it's really hard to beat somebody 4 times. But if you take it game by game and you're committed to the approach and committed to focus, what you mentioned, then you should perform better than what we did today. But I am proud that we won the series moving forward. So, we just got to get ready for Rice now after this one.
You scratched Reed Trimble from out of the lineup there. What's the update on him?
He's got hit by the pitch on the inside of that knee. His knee was severely swollen this morning. That the swelling came overnight, more than what we'd anticipated. He just could not move on it. He was available to do a Kirk Gibson pinch hit if we needed him. We could never get to that point.
Yeah.
But, I think, in all honesty, I think you saw some things happen today in his absence with him not being in there, from the offensive side to the defensive side, having to shuffle players around. I didn't like the offensive alignment that I had to go with, but I had no choice. Somebody had to be put in those positions and shuffle. We've been playing really well with predominantly the same lineup outside of Charlie's absence last weekend, and I thought we handled that pretty well. But today we didn't handle it very well, and I think it hurt us both offensively and defensively.
You anticipate him coming back next weekend?
He better, or I'm not getting on that bus.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
No, I think he'll be fine. He was honest today. He couldn't go. He got beat up pretty good. The dive the other day kind of strained
No
that
doubt.
shoulder. I didn't know if we'd see him on Saturday. And then he hit twice yesterday with the one in the knee is really what took the toll on him.